Again, Mike Florio on the new process that is in place for these suspensions.
You got to remember the procedure that's going to be at play here. First, the league proposes a punishment, so they start high. Then, independent retired judge gets involved and makes decision. Maybe it's something lower. Then, commissioner has jurisdiction over the appeal, and the league can appeal. The league can say, we asked for a year. Judge Robinson, who's going to be in charge of this, said 8 games. We think it should be a year. Commissioner could say, I'll do 12. So there's a back and forth that can happen here. So yeah, you start high because you assume that through this process, the independent disciplinary officer is going to come in lower, and then the commissioner decides what the final outcome is going to be. So it doesn't surprise me that it would be a year. It wouldn't surprise me if it's longer than a year, frankly. The Trevor Bauer suspension by MLB, I think, as a practical matter, resonates in what the NFL does with Deshaun Watson.
And again, Casey, we've talked a little bit about that. This is very much court of public opinion, and that's going to factor into it. And there will be a give and take as far as what the final amount of suspension ends up being.
Yeah, well, Florio is doing a lot of assuming there. He's assuming the league starts high, probably likely. But to know, I don't know if the independent arbitrator is going to say the retired judge, like she could just agree, or she could go way lower. Like that's an unknown factor that we're going to find out pretty soon, how they feel about the situation. I'm of the same mind I've kind of been in. I'm thinking it's 8 to 10 games. I'm bracing for 10, maybe possibly 12, hoping for 8, and that would be, that right there would be unprecedented. That would be a very lengthy suspension and could be a nail in the season, that could kind of push everything off till 2023 as far as like aspirations for the Browns and the franchise. But a year seems highly unlikely